Hi guys, it's Rachel. So today is such a beautiful day that I thought I would film outside because it's officially spring in Australia, which is really exciting. It means winter's over, it means summer's coming, it means the end of the year's coming, and holidays and Christmas and all the really fun things that summer brings. So I thought today I would film a tag just sitting outside in the sun. If you can hear bells ringing, that's probably my cat who's running around and may decide that she wants to jump into the video to say hi. But anyway, let's just jump into the questions. Today I thought I would do the I think it's called the Not Just Beauty tag. I think I'll put the right name in the title below. I've totally forgotten it. And I just wrote down the question, so I didn't actually write down the name of the tag. That was silly of me, but I wanted to concentrate on something that wasn't just about beauty. I know that I have this channel and it's a beauty channel and it's kind of frivolous and things like that, but I just wanted to talk about something that wasn't just purely the best brand of cosmetics or something like that. I guess I wanted to show the other side, and that I do think about other things other than makeup and beauty products and things like that, and that I think that we all should do. And I think that beauty is a hobby, and it's something that can definitely help and give you self-confidence, but in the end it's not the be-all and end-all. It's not the only thing. It's sort of just something to enhance the natural beauty which comes from the inside. So here's my cat now. She's decided to come over and say hi. Hi Sika, hi. Okay, you can see her tail like wagging around in the background. She'll just sit here until she decides that she wants to go somewhere else. So the first question is, what is your fondest childhood memory? And this is kind of hard because there are just so many. I don't have anything that there's not one defining childhood memory that is always going to be my favourite. I have so many good memories of things. What are you doing? Of like riding my bike with my friends and taping this tiny little like radio cassette kind of player thing to the front of her bike and riding around like our suburb and just going to the park and stuff and playing music and kind of pretending that we were like the girls from Now and Then. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie before. It's definitely worth checking out. It was kind of I think it's from the 90s or something like that, but it's really fun, I guess kind of girly movie. So that's one of my memories. I also remember like baking cakes with like one of my best friends and painting our face with like the chocolate batter after, like pretending it was makeup. Like memories in high school, so many things in high school sort of stand out. Going to aqua golf with some of my friends and like trying to play aqua golf and me being absolutely terrible. Aqua golf is where you like hit balls out into like a lake kind of thing. You have to try and hit targets and stuff like that. I was terrible, and I'd try and hit the ball forward and somehow I managed to make it go sideways, things like that. I don't know, they're my fun childhood memories. Christmases with my family. I remember one year I think I was like 6, maybe 6 turning 7. It was that Christmas, and there was a bike, and it was Christmas time, and our presents were out in the lounge room where our Christmas tree was, and we'd gotten up in the morning, and I used to run to my parents' room with my younger sister to say, Santa's been here, Santa's been here. And I ran and I saw this like massive bike. It seemed so big to me because I was like little, like I was tall for my age, but it just seemed so ridiculously large. And I go, Mum, Santa's brought me a bike. And Mum goes, I think I'm pretty sure that's for you. And in the end it turned out being for me. But I just have memories like that from when I was little that I don't know, I love. Question number 2 is quirky. It just says quirky habits. I don't know, quirky habits. This is kind of like, I don't know if I answered this in the 15 weird facts questions tag or not. I'm trying to think of habits that I have. I'm having like a total mind blank. Quirky habits. I have a quirky habit of memorizing random things that don't need to be memorized, like the phonic or the phonetic alphabet, which is like the one that you say when you say like Alpha Bravo Delta Charlie. So when you say a word that represents a letter. So I'm memorizing that, like memorizing words of songs and things like that. I try and do it like straight away. Like I make it a goal to like memorize something. We had this course recently where we had to like memorize 20 words and there's like a saying, and most people that were there couldn't even like memorize it so straight away, but I sort of found some way and I was memorizing. I can still say it now even though the course was like 3 weeks ago. That's kind of a random thing that I do. I guess I have a habit of trying to memorize like random things. I also make a lot of lists. I don't know if that's necessarily quirky, but that's a habit I have of just making lots and lots of lists. I don't know, I'm sure I have a better answer for that, but I just can't think of it. I'm so sorry. That's my habits for now. Now, question number 3 is play sports. I used to play netball and I used to dance. They were the two sort of main, I guess, sport activities. I did play basketball for 1 year. I think I might have even played touch football for 1 year, but netball was mainly, and dancing. I did netball, like played it outside of school up until sort of high school or year 7 or year 8, and then in high school I played netball, but I didn't actually play outside, and I definitely danced. I've always danced, so that was kind of my sport. Question number 4 is favourite book. It's really hard for me to pick a favourite book. I love reading. I've always loved reading. I would have to say that the Twilight series, or the Twilight saga, depending on how you want to call it, is probably my favourite books of all times. It's not necessarily about the story, but it's the way it's written and everything about it, the back characters and stuff. It's so much more than the movies, and those books just, I love them because they inspired so many other people to start reading again, and I love them. There's just, I think they're one of the greatest things that sort of happened in the last few years, because so many people I know who never read now read so much because they fell in love with those books and then fell in love with so many others. Question number 5 is, if you could invent something, what would it be? Over the years there are so many things I've said that if I could invent them I would love to. I would love to invent something that could just do your hair for you, like something like a new way of perming. I would love to invent a new way of perming that could give you like naturally sort of curly hair, so you didn't have to curl your hair anymore, because I love wearing my hair curly, but I don't like the fact that it takes so much time to curl your hair and that, and I would love to invent something that could do it, that would perm your hair without giving you like an 80s perm. That would be cool. I would love to invent, I think I'd love to invent a TV that could talk back to you, because I feel like I always talk to the TV and I'm always like yelling at the characters to do stuff, and I think it would be really cool if it would talk back to me so I didn't feel like a psycho that I'm yelling at the TV. Yeah, that's something that I would invent. I should also point out that if I could invent something that could take you, like a time traveling device, that is just, I feel like that's just a given, but I would love to do that too, because I would love to travel back to different times. I think it'd be so much fun. I wouldn't want to stay there because I like flushing toilets and stuff like that, and I feel like there's only sort of I like TV and things that come from being in the 21st century, but I'd still like to visit like years past. Question 6 is, if you could own your own business, what would it be? I'm not 100% sure. I've always said that if I could own like my own sort of business or thing, I would own like a cafe or a restaurant or something that serves 24-hour breakfast, like breakfast all day. Because I love breakfast, I love breakfast food, and I want to be able to eat it for dinner if I want to, and I want to be able to eat it for lunch if I want to, and I want to be able to go get pancakes at 3 o'clock in the morning if I want to. So the idea of owning a 24-hour breakfast place, I don't know, really appeals to me. Which is kind of random, but yeah, if I could own my own business, maybe I would own that. Question 7 is, someone you admire who doesn't know who you are. That's a lot of people. I admire so many different people for so many different reasons. I admire so many people here on YouTube that have no idea who I am. I really like Marlena from Makeup Geek TV. I think she's fantastic, and I think her skills in beauty are amazing, and her even just the way she talks to people and her outlook on life, and watching her videos, I think she's amazing and I really admire her. I admire Stephanie Meyer because of the reason about the books about Twilight, about getting people reading again. I admire Oprah because of all the amazing things that she does, and seeing her in person when she came in Sydney, just made me love her so much more, because she was just amazing and so down to earth in between like the tapings and things. She was just really, really nice. I admire Taylor Swift really because I love her, but I love her songwriting ability and her, I don't know, I admire her. There are so many people that I admire that I just can't put them all, but there's just a couple that came to the top of my head first off. Question number 8 is a talent you wish you had. They're probably listed. I really wish that I could write, or I really wish I could sing. They're two talents that I think being able to express yourself through music. I love music so much, and I love the way it can make you feel and the way it can touch people, and I love books as well, and I love the way that they can make you feel and the way that they can transport you and take you to another place and get you out of your own life. So I would love to be able to write, or I'd love to be able to sing, or I'd love to be able to play music or something like that. I feel like that's a talent that I really wish I had. Question number 9 is something you wish you'd known 2 years ago. Well, 2 years ago I think I was about to start my uni course, and I wish back then I had have known that it wasn't going to be as hard as I thought it was going to be, that in the end it didn't matter so much how good or bad my grades were, just as long as I sort of passed and I got my degree, that I shouldn't stress so much. I wish I had have known that back then. I wish I had have known how much I would enjoy making videos too, because I would have started, I've been watching the videos on the YouTube community for, I feel like it's 2 plus maybe 3 years, and I wish I'd have known that I could just do it, and that it, how much I would enjoy it, because I feel like I would have started a long time ago. So that's something I wish I'd known. Number 10, what do you do to feel centered or relaxed? For me, breathing always helps. It's like you have to remember to breathe. I like to relax. I like either reading or watching a movie, or yeah, those kind of things. They help me feel centered and relaxed, because they help me sort of escape and get out of my mind for a second, and then once I've sort of gone past that, then I start to feel good again. I get to feel centered again. Sorry, there's a car coming. Okay, question number 12 is, what is the most interesting place you've been and why? I guess I haven't been that many places. I guess I'm trying to think what's the most interesting place I've been. I really like, well, I've been to Fiji, and I really liked when I went and we sort of did a tour about the history of it and how, I don't know, learning about a different culture and things like that. I haven't travelled the world yet, but I'd love to travel and see how different people live. And Fiji was kind of the first time I saw, I guess, a different place where I got to actually see where people lived and things like that. So I found that really interesting, and I really enjoy learning about different cultures and the way people live and things like that. So I guess that's probably one of the most interesting places I've been to. Question number 13 is 3 books you can't wait to read. That's like 3 books, that's ridiculous. I've got like 1,000 books that I can't wait to read. I have the Hunger Games trilogy that's sitting on my bookshelf, and I just haven't gotten around to reading it yet, because I feel like once I start that, I'm going to need to like finish all 3 books all at once, because that's what everyone said. And my mum actually borrowed the books off me before I'd even read them yet, and has read them, and she loved them and read them so quickly. And because I've been super busy, I've been reading, but I haven't sort of set myself aside time to read those. So I'm really looking forward to reading those. The next book from the Halo series, which is called, this is not it's not like the game or anything like that. Halo was a book written by, I think, Alexandra Donetto or something. She's an Australian girl, and she's young. I think she's younger than me. She might be like 18 or 19 years old, but I really loved that book. And the second book, Hades, is out, so I've just picked that up, and I'm really looking forward to reading that. I'm really looking forward to reading Only Yours by Susan Mallory, which is the next book in the Chasing Perfect / Only Yours, Only Mine series. I think I talked about it in my August favourites, so I'm looking forward to reading the next book in that series. What else am I looking forward to reading? I have like a whole stack of new books that are sitting in my bedroom that I'm really looking forward to reading. I'm constantly looking forward to reading a new book, because so many books these days are written in series. They're not just written one book. Every book I read now seems to be a series, so there's always something that I'm looking forward to reading. Question number 14, a cherished keepshake a cherished keepsake that you will keep forever. That was a mouthful, and I am very, very sentimental, so there is a lot of things that I will probably keep forever. There are things that I've had for years. My teddy bear Rebel, which I showed in my 15 weird facts tag, also I will probably keep forever because I've had him since I was born and he's just my teddy bear. I love him. But I have so many. I have boxes and boxes full of different keepsakes that I forever will probably keep because I'm a hoarder and I keep stuff because, like I said, I'm very sentimental. Probably my photos are in some ways a keepsake that I'll keep forever. I have thousands of photos and I will keep them forever. Question number 15, the last question, is something you really want to see or do before you die. There are so many things. One thing that I really want to do is go to Pilot Week, which is, and I don't know why I would ever get to go, but where they show all, it's like in, I think it's in like fall or before then, when they show all the new shows that they want to start for like the next year, when they like show them all and then networks decide which ones they're going to pick up and which ones they want to show on their channel and places like that. I would love to go that because I don't know, I really like TV. The other thing I'd also like to really do before I die is go on a movie set and see the way that a movie is made, because I don't know, that really interests me. I love watching the behind the scenes and special features on DVDs, so I would really like to do that. I'd like to travel to pretty much everywhere before I die. And I found out that this guy, and I can't even remember his name, but he wrote a book and made this list of like, I don't know how many things that he wanted to do before he died, and he did them all. And one of them was ride an ostrich. And he actually did that, and I don't even know how you would ride an ostrich, but I kind of want to do it because he did. And I'm really intrigued by that. So ride an ostrich is another thing that I want to do. But that is it. That is all 15 questions. I hope you guys have learnt a little bit more about me outside of my beauty life. So I'm going to go. I'll list all the questions, and if you want to do this tag, please do leave me a video response or answer the questions in the bottom bar below. I think it is an old tag, but do them anyway. Why not? And I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.